We'll be in the fourth. God's running. Don't pass me the ball cause I already got. Dropping more bombs than fuck flexing Osama bin Laden.
Let's go. I'm saying shout out to my man 303 Saints Madness. New project out, the resurrection. You know what I'm saying? 303 Saints, the label. Shout out to Stockroom, the label. Shout out to all my people, man. Shout out to Rundown Ray. You know, I'm promoting all of my brothers' brands, you know, Rich Nigga Energy, all that fly shit. Right now, you know where we at, man. We at the cemetery. You see it in the cut right behind me. It's wild out here. It's the wild, wild west of the South Bronx. Of, you know, west side, north side, every side of Chicago. You know, it's a pandemic within a pandemic going on globally, you know, in the United States. It's crazy, you know, drill music is disgusting in my eyes. You know, everybody's doing it for different reasons, right? Like what their goal is, you know. I bump 303 Saints because I know 303 Saints as a person. So I can speak on that because that's my man's. You feel me? Like, I know his heart. Now, everything else, you know, I know he don't stand for that. Even though he's an up-and-coming drill artist, he doesn't stand for, you know, he don't got ops, beef, none of that. You know what I'm saying? He's just in it to make change, use his platform to do God's work. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different approach to what he's doing. But I'm not going to speak on anybody else because I don't know them. But I will speak based on the events, the current events that have been happening all over the summer. It's winter, it's still happening. Of our babies dying. You know, so I want to give you guys a little perspective of my people in their mid-20s. I'm 29, I'll be 30 in June. Think about how much you know yourself today compared to how much you knew yourself at 17. Like, at 17, you really didn't know shit about yourself. And maybe you don't fully know yourself now, but you're constantly an ever-evolving person. You're changing every day, you know? So it's not, all these things that we have now aren't changing us, you know? But we're constantly changing and growing every day because that's the natural law of life, is evolution, is change, is growth. You know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to be the same person we was last week or last month or last year. So imagine you're 27 today. That's 10 years ago, you were 17. What did you really know at 17? What kind of real problems did you have at 17? You know, problems enough to go shoot or kill that person you had beef with? 10 years later, it's either y'all talk or y'all don't, but y'all alive. You know, I'm here visiting my dad. I come to visit my dad every chance that I get, and this is real. My father's no longer here. He's gone. His spirit is living with us. His soul is living with us, but that's it. Tapped out. You know, I could live with some peace though. My father died in his sleep. So he went to sleep one night, then wake up the next day. No one took him from me. So I could only imagine the pain that these mothers are living with and what they have going on every day, living with the fact that somebody took their son and they know who killed their son. You know what I'm saying? As a father, going to bed knowing somebody out there killed your son. Whether they're in jail or not, who's to say that suffices as enough redemption for what has gone on? But man, I'm not looking for no killer for my pops. You know, he was sick, rested, literally is resting in peace. He went in his sleep. You know, I could tell you the last day I spent with my pops. You know what I'm saying? One of the best days of my life. I couldn't hold a secret. I told him everything that I could possibly tell him. You know what I'm saying? And he knew already. You know, it's like he knew. You know, looking back at it, I knew We spoke that day man to man, and we had some things out. Not no bad things, but our intention and what we meant to each other. Now, that's a lot to process at a 22. You know what I'm saying? Certain kids that lost their parents at a much younger age have had that traumatic experience. You know what I'm saying? I could still see my dad being carried out of a body bag in my mother crib. You know what I'm saying? As all these little rappers are saying word to my mother. You know what I'm saying? You keep saying word to your mother, but you disrespecting your mother. You're degrading your mother. Your mother didn't raise you to be that. So stop saying word to my mother and you out here doing violence, you know, committing crimes, catching bodies and all that. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know yourself, little homie. And you out here ready to bust a gun. This gotta be hell. This ain't no way to live. So that's gonna segue us into something I wrote. You know what I'm saying? I got some passages, some children's books, teenage books. It's gonna be a lifelong journey of books that you can read from your boy Zoe. But this piece is called This Gotta Be Hell. Always watching out and on the lookout. Playing situations out in my head like, what are these three dudes about to do to me? Or what would I do if they tried to pop on me? I'll tell you this, that is no way to fucking live. Every day worried about the next man and what he may do to me. Living in a community where every day is him or me. Then the white man stays on his bullshit, and plus most of them the police. So now you got them who hate you in uniform. Let's go back to being him or me and always having to worry about the next man. How bad does it break a black man's soul that the motherfucker he has to worry about every day looks just like him? This gotta be hell. I'm out here dodging police, trying to avoid police contact on my left. And then I look to my right and I gotta be on point. Due to envy, jealousy, lack of self-love and self-worth, this other black man may take my life. He's looking at me the same way I'm looking at him. But I don't want his life. I want his love. And what that means to me is that we got it all misconstrued. We out here worrying about each other, brothers who look just like us. You know what I'm saying? I gotta play scenarios in my head, black brothers, black sisters, all my Latinos, all my children of color that grew up in the mud, in the trenches, in poverty, in the hood. You know it. You play that situation in your head. What will this person do to me? And how will I react? Am I ready for if they do X, Y, and sometimes it don't even happen. But because you've been in situations where it did happen, where they did pop on you, where it got smoky out there. You know what I'm saying? You got jumped, you had to run, niggas backed out on you, they pulled out a knife, all that, right? It all happened. So now, every time you see that same situation, you thinking in your head, every possible, you sizing people up, I'ma swing on this dude, or I think I could handle this dude and handle him, and you playing all these scenarios, all these hypotheticals in your head of something that may or may not happen. But because it has, and you wasn't ready, now you always gotta be ready. Now you always gotta be on point. You always gotta be anxious, waiting for that situation, waiting for that different, you don't know the outcome. You know how many times you almost didn't make it home? So now you can't wait. You can't wait to see what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make your own outcome. You know what I'm saying? Fight or flight. That's it. You got two options, especially if they back out on you and you don't got it on you. 9 times out of 10, we ain't walking around with guns. That's another thing. Where you at in life, homie, that you gotta walk around with a gun? You know what I'm saying? I'm just worried about, I don't need my wallet no more. I got Apple Pay, got car keys, got my work phone, bliss stacks, got one in the car. Talking about blick stacks, not the blicky. You know what I'm saying? Two different things. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried about if I got Carmax or blick stacks in the crib or in the whip, not the blicky. You know what I'm saying? So where are you at in life, and what have you done in life, and what's going on in your life that you feel, damn, I gotta have a gun on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta walk around with protection. You know what I'm saying? Ready for somebody to shoot at me or me to shoot at someone. You know, dodging life every day. Like, literally, you know, dancing with the devil. You know, like, avoiding death every day is not gangster in my eyes. And that is no way to live. Like, that gotta be hell, like the poem said. But breaking down that poem, it really is heartbreaking to me that the people that I'm worried about look just like me. You know what I'm saying? And the person that they're worried about looks just like them. And we're both worried about each other. You know? But I know I'm conscious enough. And that's why, you know, a little segue, everybody love Nas and all of that and all them rappers, you know, from hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? Hip-hop and rap is two different things. You break down the history of it, right? Actually, hip-hop historians, the hip-hop museum, not the rap museum, right? Two different things. But nonetheless, that's another conversation. You know, I've been able to see that those conscious rappers, right, what they were able to see past 19. Even though Young Boy was 18, 19, he was young when he dropped Illmatic, he was talking about things that he was able to envision that were past his time, before his time. You know what I'm saying? So at 29 years old, you know, between 19 and 29, and a lot has happened, you know, in these times, you know, in these past 10 years. So it's like these children aren't able to see 21. You know what I'm saying? They dying at 13, 14. You talking about you ain't even go to 8th grade prom. We're not even talking about high school graduation. We talking about freshman year, you know, freshman photo, you know, being a part of you didn't even get to be a part of a high school yearbook, you know, for 4 pictures of freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. You didn't even get to live that, beloved. So what's your problem with that man? And how is that problem going to be resolved? It doesn't have to be you taking his life, because you both lose. Because now he's dead and his mother's grieving him, and now you're in jail and your mother is in jail with you mentally because her baby locked up. So your family's doing that bit with you. Everybody loses. Who is the winner in all of this? I tell you who. Them white execs that gave you that little 2-3 million to go amp it up, and one of y'all take each other out. I'm sure they're not paying for funeral. I'm sure they're not attending funeral. I'm sure they do not care. They just looking for the next 2 angry black boys that are gonna knock each other's heads off. And that's happening in every city across America. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give these guys a platform, a bigger platform, to show more hate, big up the beef, and knock each other's heads off. Right? Now, mind you, I'm not degrading drill music or saying, I'm just talking about life and the expectations. And knowing that you have a whole life to live ahead of you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they gaslighting everything. They really, really pushing their agenda of what they want these young black boys to do. And they want them, you know what I'm saying? They want them. The younger, the better. You know, 13, 14, go bust a gun. Let's go. You a man now. You know what I'm saying? But a coward could bust a gun. You put a coward with a gun in a scary situation, he gonna bust. So does busting a gun at somebody really make you a gangster? Does it? That's subjective right there, as everybody loves to say. It may or may not. So what it is that you aiming for, my guy? You know what I'm saying? You got so much to live for. You got a lot of hate in your heart. You know what I'm saying? People fueling these situations, but aren't fueling your mind on stocks and financial literacy and real estate, making it out, moving out the hood. But you want to stay relevant to people that are going to be irrelevant. And they're not going to be there for you, beloved. So what is it what's the end goal in all of this? You know what I'm saying? Somebody mother burying a child. You know, I don't want to talk about nobody's parenting skills, but where did things go wrong? Why did he or she feel like they needed to go down that road? Parents, take some accountability. Maybe you did everything right. It's just where you raised them, and that you can't fault that. You gave your child the best that you could. You know what I'm saying? My mom and my pop did the best that they could. They gave us the best of everything. But hey, I had choices. So some maybe these children, these young children, these young drill rappers feel like they don't have no choice. Feel like they don't have no options. School is the only option. Hoop dreams is the only option. Football, maybe those weren't the best options for them. So you could pursue music. Absolutely. Be a creative. Be a podcaster, YouTuber, all of that. But you got to be a killer. You got to be a murderer. Because once you put that out there, once you rap like that, now people want to see if you really like that. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got to keep it with that image. So this is the image that they paid. They paid you to be a gangster. They paid you to be a shooter. They paid you to bust that gun, boy. So now you got to do it. Now you under obligation. You under contract to go shoot him now. Because that's what you got signed for. You got signed off the hype of negativity and that beef. So now let's go see it. Go follow through. Go do it. I don't even want to get into the IG lives and all of that stuff and going it, doing it, saying it, rapping it, and then what? Really, young drill rappers, go call Bobby Shmurda. Go chop it up with him. Y'all got access to so many people. Go talk to him about his experience in jail, those 6-7 years. Y'all got so many resources. If y'all in this room, y'all got resources. Go talk to those OGs. Go talk to those young OGs too, because remember, a lot of these artists are really young too. So ask them, what was the formula? You know what I'm saying? Because even if you look at Fat Joe and Ja Rule, two OGs, right? What they did, they gaslighted their own situation to get a bag. $2 million apiece. Everybody won out. They both alive. They both bigger than ever. Yesterday's price is not today's price. You know what I'm saying? Fat Joe got because those is called classics, he said. You know what I'm saying? What you talking about, Fats? You know what I'm saying? Yesterday's hits, those is called classics, my brother. And now they getting streaming money. Now they relevant. Now they on podcasts. Now they getting paid for appearances, features, all of those things. You know what I'm saying? So they literally took the drama, created a propaganda between them, created some kind of illusion that they was, beefing, but it was all to benefit both of them. So I'm not saying go out there and make fake beef and make money off of it, but if you're gonna do something, at least make some money off of it and be alive to spend it and reap the benefits of the fruit of your labor. But that drill music gotta tighten up. A lot of the OGs is pushing all this violent shit too. And then you mad at the funeral, then you wanna go buy, you know what I'm saying, you wanna go buy a chain with their face on it. So now you icy and you got your mans on your chest, smoking on the dead, speaking on the dead. Those are all things we do not do. You know what I'm saying? Morals and principle. Women and children is a no-no. We're not shooting into parks. You know what I'm saying? You seen in the movies, they about to bust a gun, and then they see a little kid and they roll out. They don't go shoot. They wait for another day. Gangsters move in silence and they wait for the opportunity. Not just take any opportunity, the right opportunity. With the least amount of exposure. Nobody really saw nothing. And, but I'm not going to be on IG Live and expect to, oh yeah, like no one saw me. Everybody saw you. You know what I'm saying? 1,800 people saw you. 1,800 witnesses, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you got 1,800 co-defendants. Or however you say that, you know what I'm saying? 1,800 witnesses. That's not smart, beloved. So from your young OG, the prophet, the beacon of hope, put it out. Get some money. Enjoy your money. Live to spend your money. Live to make more money. Okay, this is how you got here. This is how you got your foot in the room. Now keep your foot in the room and keep your foot 10 toes on this ground on earth. Feel me? 303 Saints, we the way. We the vibes. You know what I'm saying? Let me bump some more. Mexico, where we at? call this sturdy. You gotta move your foot.
My back don't fold. That's a boy, you know how it go.
That's how we up.
I've been on the road.
Bro.
Every day with my chrome. Quarterback letting it go. In the trenches, I'm giving them hope.
In the trenches, I'm giving them hope. You heard that 303, baby.
I've been stacking them 20s again. I've been dodging them feelings again.
Woo!
When I walk in,
This is a good young OG right here. 303 safe, baby.
I transformed, they call me Ben 10. It was when I did it again. I feel hard like a Mexican. I told Shorty to bring both my friends. They gotta see how we live. Hop in the belly with twin. Outside comfortable cause the house never spin. 2020, I got on my shit. 22, I'ma take it legit. Make it back, you know I never miss. In the now I'm building a crib.
Bang.
Turn the road and I'll make it.
Listen, like, subscribe, comment. Go donate to Slice of Excellence. We healing the hood. We trade report cards for pizza. That's a fair trade. Happy New Year. Big content coming. Real estate, financial literacy, OnlyFans. You name it. IMC King is going to be on here. We got a lot of great people coming on here. God bless.